like all of us here, who are here at 7 in the morning Indian time. She's also serving as a district leader currently from July 1st. She's the area director of Area E4 in District 229, which is a recently merged new district. She is a member of Speak Magic Toastmasters Club. And her favorite mantra, let's say, is knowledge shared is knowledge multiplied. And I'm sure all of us would agree 200% with this. Welcome so much, Toastmaster Uma, for that wonderful session that we are going to look forward to. We have a timer, Toastmaster Aniket, and he will be showing you the timer cards for a span of 20, 25, 30 minutes. Would that be okay with you, ma'am?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let us warmly applaud and welcome our keynote speaker, someone who's going to deliver an education session on evaluation. So evaluate to motivate. Over to you, madam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayuri, for that warm welcome. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. So today, the educational session is going to be about evaluate to elevate. So the title itself says that we have to elevate the speaker. So what do you mean by evaluation? What thought comes to you when we say evaluation? Feel free to interact. Let this be an interactive session.
Give points on how we can get better the next time.
Sure, yes.
Give feedback to the speaker so that he can improve.
Yes, right.
And based on the evaluation for the next speech, he should be using that particular points given by the member so that he can, be a better speaker in the next division or area contest.
Okay. Yes. So they say that feedback is the breakfast for champions. And we are all here without having our breakfast. So that is our passion, right? So, and Sattvic Toastmasters and Wake Up Chennai, they all meet at 7 o'clock. So that is your USP of making people wake up in the morning and get ready for the meetings. So kudos to you for having the meeting so early and having that passion to take us all to greater heights. So when you look at the word evaluation, all of you gave the right meaning. And the origin of the word is from French and Latin, from the word Valerie, Valere, which means to know the value of something, to know the worth of something. E plus valuate means evaluate. When you want to know the value of something, that is when the word evaluate comes. So it has the origin from both French and Latin. And today we are going to delve deep into how we can evaluate a speech or a speaker. So what do we do usually? Whenever we are going to evaluate a person who is well known to us, we are very subjective. So the first point is don't be subjective, be objective. Don't evaluate the speaker, but evaluate the speech. Okay, so that is the first point. We should not evaluate the speaker, but the speech. So what is evaluation? There is a definition for that also. If you can share the PPT, it will be great. Is it being shared?
Yes, I'm just about to share the screen.
So evaluation is a thoughtful process of analyzing a speech and giving feedback that is specific, balanced, respectful, and focused on growth. So always the evaluation has to be specific. If you just say that your vocal variety can be better and your eye contact can be better, so everything is general. So how can it be better? How can the voice modulation be better? You have to tell everything specifically. Only then the evaluation has some value. And you have to have a balanced approach. The sandwich method, which we usually know in Toastmasters. Give the positives first, start appreciating the speaker, and then give the recommendations, and finally summarize. So that balanced approach should be there, and you have to be respectful. So you have to be courteous whenever you're giving the evaluation. That empathy should be there. So instead of saying it was boring, you can say, I wish you could have added some more value to this point. So reframe whatever you're saying so that you don't hurt the speaker. And have that balanced view of being helpful to the speaker, be empathetic so that the speaker grows and feels valued. So evaluate to elevate is the educational session. And the next slide. Vikram, can you move to the next slide? Yeah. So as we saw, evaluation is a thoughtful process of analyzing a speech and giving feedback that is specific, balanced, respectful, and focused on growth. So when we come to the principles of constructive evaluation, what do you think could be the principles? First was, I said you have to be objective. What else comes to your mind when you have to evaluate a speech?
We have to first say the positive things and then say some improvements and then summarize. They should follow some structure for our evaluation.
Right. So as I said earlier, you have to be objective, you have to be respectful, you have to be specific in whatever feedback that you're giving. And this specific thing is you have to be clear and you have to give concrete examples as to how it can be better. So unless you're going to help the speaker to improve, he will not know how he can improve. So you have to give specific examples also. And you have to be balanced, share the strengths and also areas to improve and suggest ways to grow. So the next slide. Can you move to the next slide, Vikram? Yeah, so here are the principles. Be objective, be respectful, be specific, be balanced, and be helpful. Let us move to the next slide. So what are the areas to evaluate? So whenever you think of areas to evaluate, what comes to your mind? When a speaker gives a speech, what are all the different areas which we can evaluate on? Yes, please share your thoughts.
We can evaluate based on the structure of the speech, and we can evaluate based on the user, the speaker's tonality, his voice modulation, and then body language based
Correct.
on the content.
Yes, yes. So
Yeah.
just every speech, yeah, tell Pratik. Go on.
Yeah, I will just add, although you have written, the most important thing are only two. If we are not able to remember these five things, definitely, which is content and delivery. Very, very important. Some people make a difference with content, some people make a difference with delivery. But if any of two is missing, it will not make a sense. So rightly written, you have here. Yeah.
Yeah, Rishi, you have something to say?
Yes, ma'am. So when I have done my evaluation, so I also used to note about the usage of the props and usage of the stage. So we can also say that you have done a very good job on this and this factor. So we can also add that into the evaluation because it also helps the speakers to, improve in their future. So that is the one thing which I wanted to add, ma'am.
Yes, yes. So we have to concentrate on the content, first of all. So whenever the speaker starts, the speech starts much before the content. It starts with the title. So you can comment on the title. You can comment on the start of the speech. How was the start? Was it hooking the audience? Was it a quote? Was it a question? Was it a story? So how was the start? So it starts with the introduction itself. And then comes the body part. So how was the body part? Was it structured? Did it have proper transitions? Was there any ethos, logos, or pathos in it? So what do you mean by ethos, logos, and pathos? Ethos is nothing but the credibility or authenticity of the speech. Was it genuine? And when you come to pathos, pathos is nothing but the empathy or emotions that the speaker had. Was there an emotional story? And logos is nothing but the logic. Was there any facts presented? Because some people like numbers, some people like emotion, and some people they want the credibility or authenticity. So what was depicted in the speech? So that you can note down. And when you come to delivery, you can note down the 3 Ps. That is the pitch, pace, and the pause. So how was the pitch? Was it very high? Was it low? And how was the pace? Did the speaker speak very fast, or was he or she very low in her pace? And were there strategic pauses? So when you give a strategic pause, always you preempt the uh, audience to listen. You can come forward, give a pause, and then tell whatever you want to say. So was there that strategic pause? So these three P's you can observe in the delivery. And also, when you come to the non-verbal cues, it is the eye contact, the gestures, the posture, and the facial expressions. So all this also you can give thought to it. And the structure, the introduction, body, conclusion, and the transitions. And the visual aids, was it relevant? Was it effective? All this are the areas to evaluate. So was there a single purpose in the speech? That also you have to see. Sometimes there are multiple messages and the speaker confuses the audience. So always see whether there was a single purpose and was there a call to action at the end? Did the speaker, what do you say, make the audience ponder? So all these you can think in your evaluation. And there are different techniques to evaluate too. So when a judge sees 10 evaluators presenting their evaluation, the judge will feel bored. Everyone saying the same thing. But if you want to be different, what are the different techniques that you can use? So here is the first technique for you. This is called the focus technique. Next slide, please. Yeah. So what is the focus technique? Here, F stands for the foundation. Was the objective clear? When the speaker spoke, was the objective or purpose clear in the speech? And O stands for organization. Was the speech well structured? Did it have a proper introduction, the body part, the conclusion, were there proper transitions? And then the connection. Was there audience engagement, or did the speaker just go on speaking without asking any questions? Was there no connection with the audience? So how was the audience engagement? That is C. And U is the uniqueness. What made the speech distinct? What attracted you? What was it that was unique in speech? And S is the strengthening or suggest specific improvements. So how can you strengthen the speech of the speaker? By giving proper improvements, suggestions. So this is the focus technique. So when you use such different techniques while you're evaluating, the judge will also be impressed. It will be different from the other evaluators. So you can use different techniques to evaluate a speaker. This is one of the techniques. So hope you're clear with this technique. Thank you. So let us move to the next technique, which is called as the SHINE technique. SHINE. Next slide, please. Yeah. So the SHINE technique says S stands for the strength. Identify the greatest strength displayed by the speaker. What did you like? The greatest thing that you liked. And H is the highlight most impactful moment of the speaker in the speech. What was the most impactful moment? And I is the influence, how it affected the audience. So how did the speech influence you? That is I. And N is the next level. So how can the speaker take his speech to the next level? What are the suggestions for him that you can give? And E is encourage. So summarize the whole speech, end with a positive note, saying overall your speech was good. If you can add these points, you can make your speech to the next level. So this is the SHINE technique after the focus technique, where S stands for strength, H for the highlight, the most impactful moment. I is the influence which you had with the speech, and N is the suggestions which you can give to take the speaker to the next level, and E is the summary or encouragement which you give finally, saying overall it was good. If you can add these points, you can take to the next level. And next is the 3S method. So whenever a speaker speaks, you have the setup, struggle, and the success. Usually in a speech, you have the 3S method, which the speaker follows. So you can observe whether there was a setup in the beginning, was there a success at the end. So this we call as the 3S method. Next slide, please. Yeah. So usually we follow the sandwich technique to evaluate a speaker. So you can observe whether the 3S technique was used by the speaker. Was there a setup in the beginning? Was there a struggle? Was there a success? And whenever you evaluate, start by appreciating the speaker. Everyone loves appreciation. Who does not love, right? So comment on the start. How was the title? Did the title impress you even before the speaker started speaking? And was there a setup, struggle, and success? And see whether there is ethos, that is the credibility, then the pathos, the empathy or logos, which is the logic in the speech. Was it motivational? Was it informative? How was the speech? Was it inspiring? So all that you can comment. And start by naming 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 points which I liked. The first point, the second one, the third one. So if you are able to label those points, do excuse me. So name the 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, and then give the recommendations also by saying these are the 2 recommendations that I have. Be specific in your recommendations. So how can the speaker be better? You have to tell specifically by demonstrating. Like suppose the voice modulation, there are 2 role plays in the speech. A grandfather and a grandson. You can modulate the voice. Suppose the speaker did not have that voice modulation, you can modulate and show a demo. Suppose it was a grandfather. You can say, have a shaky voice. Hello, my dear grandson. So that should be the voice of the grandfather. And when you come to the grandson, it should be an energetic, bubbly voice. Hi, grandpa. How are you? So you show the difference and say, yes, this could be the voice modulation. Instead of saying the voice modulation could be better, show a demo. That will help the speaker. And finally, summarize your evaluation. So unless you summarize, it will not go into the speaker's mind. So give the summary at the end saying these were the 3 good points. These were the 2 recommendations. Overall, your speech was good. If you can just focus on how the contest scenario will be. There will be a test speaker who will be giving a speech and you will be given a sheet to evaluate. So you have to listen properly and note down everything. So there was a question to me during one of the recent educational sessions saying that we get so involved in the speaker's speech that we forget to note down many things. We get carried away. So what do you do? So many times when you are an evaluator, you cannot enjoy the speech. So what I told them was, you have to laugh when others laugh and you have to keep noting down the points also. So listen attentively and note down all the points first. And then what I usually do is I divide my sheet into 4 parts. I segregate the sheet into 4 columns. I make a column in the middle and then divide it into 4 parts. And the first part, I note down the start and the title, all that. Initially, I note down everything. And then I divide the sheet into 4 parts on the other side. In the first part, I note down the start and how was the title. And in the second, I note down 1, 2, 3 points. What were the good points? And the third column, I note down the recommendations, 1, 2, 3. And the fourth one is the summary. So this will help you to organize and later present it. And you have to give the, the page to the sergeant at arms. He will collect it and you will be sent out to a breakout room. And you have to come back and then take the sheet and you can look into it and then give your evaluation. So the evaluation is also like a mini speech. So there also you have to impress the judges with your start, with your body part and the conclusion and how you deliver. That also is important. You can have the body language, you can have the facial expressions. So that is also a mini speech. And please go to the next slide, Toastmaster Vikram. So when you come to the evaluation ballot, how does it look? This is the acronym that you have to remember, ARTS, ARTS. So what does ARTS stand for? Where A stands for analytical. You have to be clear and focused. You have to analyze the speech. You have to dissect and bisect the speech. This carries 40 marks. So how are you going to analyze the speech? How are you going to dissect and bisect it? This carries 40 marks. So your analysis is very important. How was the start? How did you, how was the transition? What was the story used? So you need not repeat the whole speech. Already everybody has heard the speech. If you go on repeating the speech again, it doesn't make sense. You have to bisect and dissect the speech part by part, saying this was the body, this was the conclusion, this was the call for action, this part I liked very much. So you analyze how you liked it. That carries more value. And R is the recommendation. So be positive, be specific, and helpful in your recommendations also. That carries 30 marks. So give positive commendations and also recommendations. And the technique. What technique are you following? Are you sympathetic? Are you empathetic with the speaker? Are you motivating him? This carries 15 marks, the technique. So here in this technique, you can use any technique that you like focus, shine, and I always use the smile technique. So a smile costs less than electricity, but sheds more light. So I start like that. And then I say S stands for structure. How was the structure? Was it in an order? Was it clear? Were there proper transitions? So I comment on the structure. And then I come to M. M stands for message. Was there a message? Was there a call for action? And then I stands for the impact on the audience. Did the speaker have an impact on the audience? Did the speaker engage the audience? I stands for impact. And L is the language. How is the language? Were there good vocabulary? So all that you can comment. And E again stands for the engagement with the audience. So this is the smile technique that I use. And then I give the recommendations also. And finally, I summarize. So here in the arts technique, S stands for summation, which is concise and encouraging. And that also carries 15 marks. So unless you summarize, your evaluation does not end. So be very careful that you have to end with the summary. So 40 marks is for the analysis, how you dissect and bisect the speech. And R is the recommendations that you give. First, you appreciate the speaker, give the commendations, 3 commendations, 2 or 3 recommendations. That carries 30 marks. And the technique that you use for giving your evaluation, that carries 15 marks. And finally, the summary, which is 15 marks again. Totally, it adds up to 100. So be unique in your evaluation. So how different are you from the other evaluators? That is what matters. And finally, some tips for evaluation. The next slide. So you have to listen attentively. That is the main thing that you have to do. And take clear notes. Sometimes we scribble and we don't understand what we have written. And we'll be wondering, what did I write? So write clearly and be empathetic. So understand that the speaker has put a lot of, he has taken a lot of efforts to give the speech. So be empathetic and be thoughtful while you're evaluating and time your feedback. So give 1 minute for the commendations, 1 minute for recommendation, 1 minute for summary, and 30 seconds you can have grace time. And great evaluators are curious, kind, and committed to help others grow. So you have to be curious. What is there in the speech for me? How did the speaker add value to the speech? So all that you just take care, be kind and committed to help the speaker grow. Finally, the speaker should feel, yes, the speech, the evaluation definitely helped me. That should how it should be. So many times when we go to the stage, we think we are a great evaluator and we think that our evaluation should be good. But more than that, think about the speaker. How are you helping him to grow? How are you going to help him? That should be your motive. When you go in that mindset, definitely you will be able to give a good evaluation. So this is the gist of the educational session. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm there to help you.
Toastmaster Uma, I cannot tell you how wonderful all those tips were. I have made notes like how the different techniques that you have talked about, arts, smile, shine, focus, and each one of them ultimately talks about, yes, what we have to keep in mind while evaluating. It was just too good to be true. Let's take just a moment. If there are any questions, everybody in this meeting, please feel free to unmute and ask. We have ma'am here for another maybe 5 minutes. And if there are any questions, we would love to have them. I would probably like to ask you the first. Okay, yes. Go ahead, Pratik. Go ahead.
Yeah, so first of all, thank you very much for the wonderful session. The most important thing which I like and I loved and I learned from you today is art of using the abbreviations. I think sometimes we are missing, but sometimes it makes our life easy. We have to just pick up one word and just explain that, and we always remember with that. So thank you very much. Now the question is, see, there are so many techniques available in this world to evaluate, how to evaluate, when to pick what becomes very difficult. So can you, elaborate how to, pick up how to evaluate? Like there are CRC method, you have taught us different techniques, but what do you suggest? Like finally, we have to go and evaluate a person on stage. How I will decide which technique to use, what to do at that point of time. Can you elaborate on that? Yeah.
It's like almost like table topics. In table
Yeah.
topics, you have different techniques, right? We don't know which technique to use when. It all comes with practice. So now you have in our, district, our contest is going to start sometime in August end. So our area contest is scheduled by the end of September. So we have almost 8 weeks time. So what I would suggest is go and evaluate as many speeches as possible. Go to different clubs, take up evaluation. Use one technique in one speech, go to another club, use a different technique, see which technique appeals to you most. So unless you try, you will not know which technique is appealing to you. So that is what I used to do. I tried smile technique four times in some different meetings, one bridge technique in some other meeting, focus in another meeting, and see which appeals to people. Where do you get more appreciation? Where did you get the best evaluator award? So that will tell you, yes, this technique appealed to people. So unless you try it out, you will not know. No. So even in table topics, I used to do the same thing. One time I tell a story. One time I start with a rhetorical question in the beginning. So whatever technique, sometimes the past, present, and future technique. So unless you compare and contrast the different evaluations, you will not know which technique to use. So that is what I would suggest. Go and try different evaluations. Be an evaluator in different meetings. Make use of the opportunity. That way, you'll get the Rockstar Award also, because we have to get four. We have to take 4 roles of each role in one term, in 1 year. So in that way, you will get a lot of evaluations also, and you can get that Rockstar Award also. So aim for that, and that is the suggestion I would give.
Wow, thank you very much. I think keep trying is the key, and also keep evaluating yourself that what you are getting, and based on that decide. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I see a raise of hand from Rishi as well. Rishi, would you like to ask a question?
Yes, ma'am. So my question is, for example, if any new members, they want to evaluate an renowned speaker or a speaker from their club, so what are the tips you will be giving to the new members, ma'am? So that is my question.
Yeah. So it takes time to become a good evaluator. Like I said, unless you attend different meetings, note how other people are evaluating, you can't just go and say, I will evaluate. So you like when I became an evaluator, it almost took me 2 to 3 years to become a good evaluator. So you have to keep on listening, go to different meetings, attend different meetings, see how other people are evaluating, pick up their style, then form your own style of evaluating, use different techniques, attend different meetings, take up evaluation. Only then you can become a good evaluator. So the minimum is you complete 2 levels and then you are eligible to become an evaluator, right? So at least after giving 8 speeches, you will know how other people are evaluating you. And based on that, you can also start evaluating others. So the suggestion I would give to beginners is listen more and note down and observe other evaluators, and you will naturally pick it up and go to other meetings and attend.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for answering that question.
I have just one question, Uma ma'am. This is related to time, because we know that we have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. How would you suggest we keep a note on the time such that we use any of the technique, but we also do not overshoot our 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
So what you can do is there are a lot of recordings available. You can take even a best, world champion speech. You can listen to that speech and evaluate and time yourself. You can take any speech, watch the recording and evaluate yourself and record your evaluation. So you will know with time and also with practice, how is your evaluation going? Are you in time or are you exceeding the time? So evaluate around 10 to 15 speeches like that. Record
Correct.
yourself. So
Right.
but what you can do is the first minute, you have it only for the commendations. Second minute for the recommendations. And the third minute for the summation. And in case you exceed, you have those 30 seconds also. So when you are doing it for 15 times yourself, by watching a speech, recording your evaluation, you know where you stand. And by the time you will get the hang of it. Yes, I have to stop here when the green card comes. Yellow card comes, I'm here. Red card comes, I would have completed the summation. In that way, you will get the idea.
Right, great. Thank you so much. I think what makes sense completely is to give as many evaluations as possible. If not possible, then take on any speech that is available on the internet. Try to evaluate, time yourself. That's how. Practice will definitely make us respect the timelines as well and the various techniques that you have shared. Some brilliant techniques early morning totally made my day, and I'm sure others will agree with me too. Thank you so much for that very, very educative session. The entire club of Sattvic Toastmasters for Healthy Living, we thank you so much. We understand that you're hard pressed for time because I believe you do need to go to an in-person meeting. So once again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
I'll keep my video off.
Yeah, we have a small certificate of appreciation for you. Thank you on behalf of everyone.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. And that makes us come to the next part. But I'm sure members of this club would now agree with me. Let us try to deliver speeches, give evaluations so that each one of us gets better at evaluations as well, using all the techniques that we have just learned from the splendid session. I definitely am going to be raising my hand for evaluations from next time onwards in order to start practicing and using even YouTube videos as well. That was also another very important advice and suggestion. Thank you so much. On that note, let us now carry on with our meeting. We have a Toastmaster of the day who's going to lead us for the rest of the meeting on a very, very important theme that I'm sure we all agree upon, the power of gratitude. And to lead us through the whole session, we have our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shilpa. Shilpa, are you there? Over to you.
Yeah. Sorry, Toastmaster Shilpa and PTM Mayuri. Can we have a quick picture with the
yes.
educator before
if
she
everybody
leaves?
could please share their videos, it would be wonderful.
Yeah, please come on camera and I'll put it on the gallery view so that I can take a picture. Okay. I'm going to take two pictures, one with certificate and one with me. Okay, so this I'm sending the one here. I think Aniket, you want to come on camera? I can't see you.
No, he's already in camera.
But his picture is black, right?
That is because of the sunlight in the back for Aniket. Yeah, because he's opened it very, in the early morning or, yeah.
Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a wonderful speech. And let us begin with our today's meeting. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. A warm welcome to everyone. My name is Shilpa, and I'm grateful to be the Toastmaster of today. Our theme for this meeting is the magic of gratitude. Let me begin with a simple question first. When was the last time you paused for a moment to appreciate what you already have? Whether it's being grateful for your job, your health, your family, your friends, or simply the opportunity to be here today. Just think about it. We are always so busy chasing our next success, next job, next promotion. And while no nothing wrong is there in having big dreams, but sometimes in the pursuit of chasing more and more, we forget to appreciate what you already have. Gratitude is the art of noticing and observing the smallest good things in our life. It does not mean that our life is perfect. It simply means that we choose to see and observe the beautiful things in our life. And that is what gratitude is all about. Now, to instill the feeling of gratitude, we will play a quick little game called the Gratitude Rapid Fire. I'll explain the rules of the game briefly. Due to paucity of time, I can call 2 participants or maximum 3 participants only. So, yes, I'll explain the rules of the game, Rishi. So, in this game, I'll give you exactly 20 seconds and I'm going to put a timer on my phone. And in those 20 seconds, you have to name as many things you are grateful for very quickly. I'm giving one example. Suppose I have 20 seconds, so I'm going to name as many things here as I'm grateful for, like my family, friends, job, the view outside, laptop, phone, etc. I hope everyone
Got it.
got
Yeah,
the game. Okay.
yeah, I
So,
got it, Shilpa.
so apart from Rishi, who would like to go volunteer for this?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can do that. If how many
Jason
people
has
you want me
raised his hand for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So three Haitian, Rishi and Toastmaster Pratik. Okay. So we will start with Rishi first. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to time this one. Wait a second.
Mhm.
So Toastmaster Rishi,
Yes.
your time to name as many things you are grateful for starts now.
Okay, I'm grateful for my family, my car, my house, my phone, my earbuds because I like it so much, and I'm grateful for my laptop, grateful for my bike, grateful for my I would say everything. That is what whatever you have in your life is very grateful to you. Even myself, I'm grateful for myself because I joined Toastmasters and became a leader
Okay,
also.
so yes, your 20 seconds stops now, and you have named most of the things you are grateful for. Now, Toastmaster Hessen, are you there?
Yes, Toastmaster Shilpa.
Okay. Your 20 seconds to name as many things you are grateful for starts now.
I'm grateful for my good health, parents, teachers, siblings, relatives, my friends, job, being a certified life coach, being an ABNLP certified NLP practitioner, and
Oh,
Toastmasters.
yes, Hessen, that's really a good job. You have named most of the things you are grateful for. And now, Toastmaster Pratik, your time starts now.
Yeah. So I am grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my hands. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for my legs. I'm grateful for my mind. Internally, I'm grateful for everything what I am able to do with the grace of God. Externally, I'm grateful for all the people I am interacting with daily.
Your
Whether
time
they are
stops now. Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. Anyone else who would like to? I can call one participant, one more. So, anyone who would like to go? Okay, Toastmaster Mayuri. So, Toastmaster Mayuri, your time starts now.
I don't think I want even 20 seconds to share what I want to share. I'm grateful to be alive and I'm grateful for this life. It couldn't have been anything better than what I have received in this life, starting from the family to where I am today, everything in between. So I'm grateful for everything that I have ever experienced and lived.
Thank
That
you,
sums up life.
Toastmaster Mayuri. Thank you, everyone, for participating in this game. So, as we enjoy today's meeting, I invite you to notice one good thing about every speaker. It could be their smile, their confidence, their voice, or simply the message that they want to share. Now, let's begin with our meeting. So, this meeting is divided into three parts. First one is prepared speeches. Second one is stable topics where we think on our feet. And the third session is a evaluation section, which helps us to become a better speaker. Let me introduce the general evaluator for today. So, one second. So, Toastmaster Pratik is a procurement professional, Brahma Vidya Sadhak, mediator, trainer, writer, and poet. He loves talking to people and learn and bring a positive change in his self and others. So, over to you, Toastmaster Pratik.
Thank you, Toastmasters Shilpa, for a wonderful start and for giving us the food for thought that for what I am grateful. So I am the general evaluator of the day. My duty is to evaluate the complete meeting, starting to end. Along with my role, I am having some people who are going to help me with the evaluation specifically, which is a tag team. Tag team is nothing but timer, our counter, and the grammarian. So I would like to invite a person who is always on time, who is always very consistent, not only in coming to Toastmasters, but also in giving speeches. He is also a working professional who I want to meet in person, but I'm not getting time. He is in the same city in which I am, which is Pune. He is none other than Toastmaster Aniket, the timer of the day. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Pratik. So I am the timer for today meeting. My role will be to time the various pages, table topics, and the evaluations. So, so among the prepared speeches section, the time limit will be 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card. At 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I will show the red card. Among the table topics section, the time limit will be 1 to 2 minutes. Yeah, and there is a 30-second grace period of on both the upper and lower side for the speeches. So the speaker need to speak for 4 minutes 30 seconds to 7 minutes 30 seconds. Next, for the table topics, the time limit will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. 1.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I will show the red card. There are 30-second grace period on only the upper side, so the speaker need to speak for 1 minute to 2 minutes 30 seconds. Next, evaluation section, the timeline will be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card. At 2.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card, and at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. There is a 30-second grace period of both the upper and lower side, so the timeline will be 1 minute 30 seconds to 3 minutes 30 seconds. Let me also show the cards once. Yeah, so like this, I will show the cards and I'll present my report at the end of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aniket. When it comes to time, I always remember this song by Justin Bieber. Can anybody tell that?
Can you repeat it?
When this timer rule comes, And when the time word comes to me, I always remember a song by Justin Bieber. Anybody can tell that song? Okay, no issues. So it is time is money, but money can buy no time. So it is like that. It's a wonderful song. So please keep a track of your time in this meeting, and not only in this meeting, in this life. So this was the timer's role. The next role is our counter and the grammarian, who is none other than myself. As a R counter, my duty will be to count the number of R's, and the filler words which you are using. For example, when I'm speaking and thinking, I love the way I got the education session. She was also wonderful in delivering with the way of abbreviation. So I'm using R's and ums. As I'm using when I'm thinking, maybe. I'm using when I'm thinking, or something else. So we use such filler words. When I was there, I mean, I was not there, but I was just enjoying there. Are you able? So I'm just using a filler word called I mean. When it is happening once or twice, we can understand. But when it is happening regularly, we have to improve on that. So maybe I will be noting down these R's and ums and filler words during the meeting when you are speaking over here. As a grammarian of the day, I will be noting the good usage and the incorrect usage, and I will be introducing the word of the day. So just now when I was thinking what word to be used, I was trying to, see that uh, what word I should give you. So I just, a word came to my mind. I have just searched on the net and here it is. You can see on the chat. The word of the day is sporadically. Sporadically means not regular, unstructured. If you see the meaning of the word, I have told you the meaning, which is not systematic, irregular. And now coming to the usage of the word, rainfall, rainfalls sporadically when brief showers start and stop all day long. So if you are at work, it can be used like this. A person works sporadically if they take jobs only once in a while. So anybody can use this word sporadically right now.
Uh, Sorry, Pratik, can I go? Because I have one kind of word to say.
Yes,
So,
please.
sporadically, I car because my father takes his car, you know, to go outside. You get my
Oh,
point?
I got your point.
Yeah.
That's a great usage. Anybody else? One more.
Toastmasters meeting cannot be conducted sporadically. It has to be structured.
Yes, yes.
Vikram, man, you are good.
I will use the last time again here. So when you get the role play in Toastmaster at the last time, sometimes it becomes sporadical, unsystematic maybe. So that is the word of the day and the usage of the day. Not only in Toastmasters, you are using the word of the day. If it is a new word for you, try to use it in your daily life also. Like I'm hearing from Toastmaster Mayuri, and she is using wonderful language and the grammar. I will come to the evaluation maybe afterwards, but she used a word which I learned today, right now. Again, splendid session. Wow, what a word. It was a new to me. So if you are there in the meeting, if you are listening to the people who are speaking, please pay 100% attention to it. You never know what word you will get, what message you will get, which will change your life. So, as a general evaluator of the day, I have just introduced that tag team. And now I will hand over the session to the Toastmaster of the day, who is very, very systematic in her approach. Over to you, Toastmaster Shilpa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik, for such a great explanation about your tag team and all the roles, and also for giving such a beautiful word of the day. So let's begin with our prepared speech. Before I call the speaker, I would like to call his speech ev- evaluator, who is Toastmaster Mayuri. So, Toastmaster Mayuri, please introduce the first speaker and read his speech objective as well.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Shilpa. Today, the speaker, Toastmaster Vikram, is delivering a project from his level 3. He has the path presentation mastery. And this is a project from level 3, which is project 1. And this involves persuasive speaking. Now, Toastmaster Vikram has already completed 2 levels, so he knows about the structure, the content, the delivery, etc. This time he's working on one aspect, which is persuasive speaking. And this speech is going to be related to that. The timings will be 5 to 7 minutes. Timer, please note. And the title of his speech is The Power of Dad. I wish my target speaker the very best. And back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mayuri, for reading his speech objectives. Toastmaster Vikram, can we have a quick audio video check before you begin your speech?
Yes, today is a great day.
Yes, thank you. I hope the timer is also ready. So let's begin with our first speech. Toastmaster Vikram, the power of dad, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. When we think of superheroes, whom comes to your mind? Can someone say who comes to your
It's
mind when you think of
always the dad.
superheroes?
It's always the dad who
It's
saves you
always your
from.
dad.
Yeah, I would say that because that's it. Like he helps in everything. Even when you drive a car, get into some like difficulties, he's ready to sway you back or help. So I would say dad, dad, dad. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rishi. And yes, Ishan, you're raising your hand.
My regarding superheroes, I would like to say is Lord Krishna.
Okay, thank you so much. And yes, today I'm going to talk about the superhero of my life who did not have any special powers, or he did not wear any capes or some extraordinary features, but it's none other than my dad. As Toastmaster Rishi said, for most of us, the superheroes you might think is the people from the history. But for some of us, especially as Rishi said, our dad actually becomes the superhero. Going back in my life, I happened to be facing a challenge during my childhood, where not only me, my entire family had a challenge, where my father had to shoulder a lot of responsibilities. My mom used to get unwell quite often, so my father had a lot of responsibilities of both a father and a mother. Because of this, my father had to always go not only be a breadwinner, but also had to shoulder responsibilities of a mother, because my mom cannot wake up in the mornings. How mornings are very important for a mother, right? She has to cook, she has to get the children ready, and besides that, she has to do a lot for the family as such. Because of that, my father had to shoulder the responsibility of a mother too. And it was not just that. He also had to teach us, because he was very good in education. He had a very good educational background, and he had a very good career as such, and a very good family background. Because of that, he had to shoulder multiple responsibilities, like teaching the children, taking them to school, and a lot of other chores which you can imagine. And what amazes me the most about my dad is, like, he never complained about his life. Like, he always used to accept responsibilities as it comes, and he used to move on with his life. When difficulties come, one thing I learned from my dad is think slowly, be calmer, and then attack your life, attack the challenges with a very positive approach. So that is one thing I really admired about my dad. Rather than complaining, he always accepted challenges and he wanted to see what best he can do at this in his life. So that is the greatest thing that I have learned. Now we see like fathers are unsung heroes in many of our lives, right? They do a lot of sacrifices, but most of the time they are unseen or unspoken or unappreciated. So that's one thing which is common across many dads. As I grew up, because of this, as a child, I saw my father as a very different person. He used to be going to office. He used to be coming home at night, very tired, and then taking care of the family responsibilities, and then also taking care of us. So my view about a father was very different. I found it very normal at that time because I was not aware what he was going through. But now, as an adult, when I see a lot of work that I'm doing is not as same as what he was doing. He was doing much ahead, much more than what I am doing today, and which made me think that he is really my superhero, and I'm someone who is blessed to have someone like him. So what I felt is the true strength is not just about the the weight or the amount of money that we fathers or my dad was earning at that time. It was the amount of responsibilities that he was shouldering at that time, which made him truly a hero for me. There was a saying, right? Anyone can be a father, but someone special can only be a dad. Dad always, showers love. He has a lot of compassion, and he takes the family in a very sportive and a very happy way. My father embodied that. Sometimes, I used to feel that where is my dad? He used to be multitasking. He used to be there for everybody. And besides all these responsibilities, he was also taking care of his family, his father, and all that stuff. So my father did not teach me anything through lectures, but he taught me things through an example. The example is none other than his own self. When challenges came, he stayed calm. When there were difficulties in life, then he was finding solutions rather than complaining. Sometimes he never even spoke about that, and he gracefully just moved on with his life. These are some of the small things which I learned from my dad. So I see dads across the world as somebody who is the foundation of buildings, right? So how important is the foundation of a building? We always don't see the foundation. We always look at the interiors. We always look at the elevation of the building or the windows or the doors or so many attractive things that are there. But what about the foundation? Fathers are the foundation of a family. They build us. Without them, I think the entire family collapses. Right? So that is something I always think we have to notice. Even though we are looking at dads as someone who is very silent or he has a passive role. Many of us have that vision, right? We look at him as someone who never speaks, like who never expresses, or he always is busy with his work. But behind the scenes, he is someone who is building the whole family together with all his sacrifices. In my case, that was how my father was, and in most cases, I feel that's how dads are. In conclusion, I want to ask you all of you one thing. If your dad is someone who is still with you, please go and talk to him. Please go and thank him, like how much he matters to you. He might be very silent, but he might have done a lot of sacrifices. They don't speak louder, but their life is something which speaks for itself. So when we become fathers, at that time only we understand the sacrifices the the good qualities or the best qualities that our father possessed at that time. So tell your father how much he matters to you, because sometimes the people who do the most for us are the people who are appreciated the less, right? So I think it is very important to talk to your dad and ask him a few minutes of his time and explain how he mattered, even though your father might be very busy with a lot of things, but ask him to spend some little time with you and talk to him, and that is very important. It's really going to make his day. I think this is one. I think that today's topic is the gratitude, right? This is the most important gratitude that you can, action of gratitude that you can do in your life. Like talking to your dad and telling him how much he matters. With that, I'll hand over back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram, for such a beautiful and yes, definitely it is very important to tell our father how much they mean to us, and it is very important that we give all the love and respect that our father deserves. So I will give a 1 minute time for feedback. Timer, please show me a green card when 1 minute is over. Thank you, timer Aniket. Before we move on to our next segment, which is table topics, I would like to share simple 5 ways how you can practice gratitude in everyday life. So let me just share my screen. Toastmaster Vikram, can you give me the rights to share the screen?
Yes. Yeah, can you check now, Shilpa?
Yes. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes,
Yeah.
Shilpa.
Magic. Yes, the word is magic because it changes the way we look at our life. So let us quickly go through the 5 simple habits for a happier, more grateful life. M stands for mindfully notice. Mindfully notice the good things in your life. Even smallest of the smallest things like a smile or a beautiful morning or simply a cup of tea or coffee that you drink in the morning or evening. A stands for appreciate. Appreciate the people who support you, your family, your friends, your colleagues, your mentors. Just say thank you to them for being all the help and being supportive that they can. G stands for giving thanks. Don't just feel grateful. Say thank you whenever you can. Just as one word thank you can change someone else's day. So freely say thank you. I stands for inspire kindness. Because when you express gratitude, you encourage others to do the same. So be kind and be grateful and empathetic towards the other person. Because when you do the same, this particular element will come tenfold in your life as well. And the last but not the least, count your blessings. It is very important to count our blessings. How can you do that? You can do it every morning. You can either write 5 things you are grateful for, 5 or 10 things you are grateful for every morning before you leave for your school, college, or office. And before you sleep each night, think of 3 things you are grateful for and give thanks to those 3 things. These 5 elements can bring a lot of change in your life. These are really small steps. So, with this magic, which is MAGIC, the small habits can build bigger happiness in your life. I would urge all of you to practice a little magic every day. One second. Yes. So, with this, these 5 simple steps don't take much of our time, but can help us to build a happier and peaceful life. And with this little bit of magic, let us continue with our next segment, which is the table topics. So, our table topic master for today is Toastmaster Rishi. One second. Toastmaster Rishi is an AI engineer. He has served as a VP PR in Chennai YMCA Toastmaster, but had to leave Toastmaster to pursue his MSc in data science in UK. Currently, he is the Vice President Education of Speak Magic Toastmaster Club. Toastmaster Rishi, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Day, Toastmaster Shilpa. I think I got connected with magic because I'm a Peak Magic Club. So magic inspires me. So we are peak magicians. So yeah, before I start the table topic session, I would just like to add some small, kind of like words when I, started joining Sattvic Toastmaster Club because I got to know that there was an Toastmaster Club which was around 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. Sorry about that. And sporadically, what happened is sometimes I used to think how these guys are joining at 7 a.m. in the morning. Seriously, but you have those kind of commitments, personal commitments. Still, you are like having the courage to keep the club at 7 a.m. You are checking all the kind of the video and audio check, which in my club they don't do it. I have to take that as a suggestion from your club and implement it in our club. And I think it is a very good initiative that you have brought this Sattvic Toastmaster because I haven't, seen any Toastmaster club name as Sattvic Toastmasters where you used to get up at 6:30 or 7 in the morning, have your tea, coffee, whatever you do, and then you come back like Vikram does. He's wearing a coat, which is very professional, I would say. One second. Okay, so today, as the table topic master, my role is to give an topic mainly for the guests. If there are any guests today, we can have an guest here. But as of now, I don't see any guest here because the Satvik. Yeah, okay, Haitian. Sorry, yeah, I've seen you. So I will be providing one question as well as I will ask the speaker to talk for 1 to 2 minutes. Timer, please note it is 1 to 2 minutes for table topics, and who will be the first speak magician or like a magic speaker for today's table topic session. I see two hands, Haitian and our educational speaker, Toastmaster Uma ma'am. I know Uma ma'am, you are interested in that, but I'll come to you later. Haitian, if you want, I could, take you as the first speaker. Is that okay for you?
I'm hoping to give the chance to Uma madam.
Okay, that's fine. Uma ma'am, I think, yeah, you can go as the first speaker. As you're the table topic queen for our club, I'll give you a very easy question for you. So, Who is one person you are most grateful for and why? I'll repeat the question. Who is one person you are most grateful and why?
How many of us are grateful for people who have done so much for us? Like the speaker, Toastmaster Vikram, said today, I remember the days when my father used to help me with any kind of speeches. If I tell him I'm going to give a speech here, I'm going to talk on this topic, immediately, though he was a novice in technology, he learned it and he used to send me a lot of resources saying, go through this, go through that. And that was the kind of enthusiasm that he had. He lived up to the ripe old age of 90, and he was an inspiration till the end. He never used a walking stick, though we used to tell him the way he used to wobble and walk. We used to get scared that he'll fall down, and he used to count the number of times he has fallen down. And he says, I have fallen down so many times. So that was the grit and determination and willpower those senior citizens or the old generation have. And we have to learn a lot from them. And like you said, I never appreciated him much when he was alive. And I regret for that. Many times I have told him that you have not lived with us and taken care of us, because it was my mother who used to bear the responsibility and my father was away in a different town. But I realize now that was done for for the sacrifice. It was an understanding between both of them, saying, I will go and work there, you take care of the children. But we missed that father's company in our younger days. And I used to tell, why you were not there with us, why you didn't take us to different places, you didn't take us to different hotels. Now that we are having the comfort we give to our children, we didn't have it at that time. So I used to blame him. But now I realize it was done for a sake of purpose. So now I regret that. Later I realized it too, but then the words had come out from my mouth. And later I told him I'm sorry, but I tell it more now after listening to Toastmaster Vikram's speech, and tears are flowing in my eyes. Yes, my greatest hero is my father, and I thank him for all that he has done to me. Thank you, Toastmaster Rishi, for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. I would see your tears, coming down. Maybe I would be wrong, or I don't know. I mean, that was a good speech from your side. So, can I have the second speaker? Maybe. Okay, Haitian, yeah. Um, do you think expressing gratitude is easier through words or actions? Why? I'll repeat the question again. Do you think expressing gratitude is easier through words or actions, and why?
Uh, I didn't hear it properly. Could you please post it in the chat? Do you think expressing gratitude is easier through words or action? Let me give you a real life example from my life. Even when I started becoming grateful to the things that I have in my life by using the law of attraction, later onwards, due to some reason, I felt that everything is drifting apart from me. Therefore, rather than directly expressing gratitude, I used to recognize what I have, what I feel, who supported me, as well as which things drained my energy as well as distracted me. When I started doing it, I feel that things started getting better and better. But if you have to face dealing with toxic environments, although you start expressing gratitude? Well, it's a controversial topic. Let me say why. If the people in your toxic environment, such as job or home, are your own family members, if they started draining your energy, then you will feel, what's the point of expressing gratitude? And you will feel that it's better if you could leave this world. Because if a bond strongly resonates in your heart, then you will feel it personal. Therefore, what I would like to say is that if you feel that something drained your energy, recognize that that thing drained your energy. If you feel that some people uplifted you, just recognize that those people uplifted you. If you feel that some environmental elements gave you energy and strength, then recognize it. Therefore, I would like to conclude that expressing gratitude is not easier either in words or action, because you should deal with toxic environments in your life. Over to you.
Thank you, Heshan, for that wonderful speech. Now, I think I should pull some members from Sattvic Toastmasters, including, yeah, I was having you in your mind. So, yeah, Pratik, your question is, if you had just 1 minute to thank someone who influenced your life or your health, I'm just adding that, who would who would it be and what would you say? I'm sending it in the chat also. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. What a wonderful, thought-provoking question it is, but I am very clear about it. That person is my mother. She was there, and I used to learn many things, as Toastmaster Vikram said. But at that point of time, I never used to recognize that what she is teaching or what she is doing is I'm learning from that. Every action of hers, every statement she used to say about what she is doing and what I am doing and what my siblings are doing, today it rings me always in my heart and mind. She used to say one thing which I still remember is, in Hindi it is, एक दिन में एक काम करो, इस तरीके से 365 दिन में 365 काम करेंगे, हो जाएंगे. Means, if you think of one thing today and just do it today, in this way you will be ending this year with 365 things which you have done in this year. And that itself is a great achievement. She used to say just like that, this statement, just like that. But this is bringing a big change in my life. I sporadically thought that, what was that? But now I realize this. And can you believe, when I started doing this, I'm 100% changed personality. If you do just 0.1% change every day, can you believe if you multiply it by 365, it will be 36% change in you. It means that in 3 years, you will be a totally different personality if you are taking yourself in the right direction, a positive direction. On the other hand, if you are getting something bad from others and if you're not analyzing it, at the end of the day, you will be 36% less than the previous year. So, my dear friends, we have to just think about that person who has given you something, some statement, some magical thing which can bring a positive change in your life. Go to that person if it is alive and tell them that this is the change you brought in my life. Over to you, Toastmaster Rishi.
Thank you, Pratik. I know we met in Hyderabad. I don't want to say it out, but like when I saw you offline and online, you are better in online, better than offline, man. Seriously. So thank you for that. And do we have time for at least two speakers, because I'm missing out Mayuri ma'am as well as our TMOD Shilpa. Shilpa, do you want to take a table topics
We can call Dr.
question?
Aditya Mayuri if she is available once.
Okay, I didn't see her hands. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, got it. Okay, ma'am. So your question is, can you share a moment when someone's gratitude made a lasting impact on you? I'll repeat the question. Can you share a moment when someone's gratitude made a lasting impact on you? I'll send it in the chat also for your reference so that you can look into it.
Thank you so much, Table Topics Master, for that question. Since we're on the subject of gratitude, I have to also share with you that in my profession, I receive gratitude on a daily basis. I, of course, express gratitude as well, as shared by our Toastmaster of the day as well, about before going to bed, count your blessings. As our target speaker today, Vikram said, talk to your parents if they're around. Not just parents, talk to everyone around you just to express how much they mean to you. So I've always been doing that on the giving end. Now, your question takes me to receiving the gratitude for someone else. In my profession, and this has been a 31, 32 years of teaching French, I have been receiving great gratitude and messages and phone calls and posts and reels about how much of an impact my teaching has made on a number of students. I do teach French for people who want to migrate to Canada. It is their life's project to migrate to Canada. And one simple requirement is knowing the French language. So when I finish teaching them and they get that permanent resident card, their heart overflows with gratitude and it reaches me. So for me, receiving gratitude is an everyday thing. So I don't think that I have, apart from this, it's also my family, my nephews, my nieces, because I think the more you give, the more you receive. I'm known in my family as a cool aunt because I hang out with people who are one third my age. But I think that's also because I connect with the youngsters very easily. And so I receive the same thing from them too, the love, the gratitude, whether it is professional, whether it is personal, but I've been receiving it all along. So, yes, thank you for that question. Makes me go back and say thank you to everyone again. Back to you, Toastmaster Rishi.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mayuri, if I'm correct, because I don't want to be wrong in those kind of things. Okay. So thank you for that wonderful speech, and we will connect after the meeting. Next, I want to call up our TMOD, Toastmaster Shilpa, if it is okay for her to take the last table topic session, if that is fine with you, Shilpa.
Yes, okay, Toastmaster Rishi.
Okay. Okay, so your last question would be, if gratitude were a superpower, how would it make the world a better place? I'll share the question in the chat as well for your reference. Just give me 1 second or 1 minute. Yes, I have shared it in the chat. Please do, start.
If gratitude were a superpower, how would it make the world a better place? I think if gratitude was a superpower, I would definitely want to have that superpower because it can make my life a more peaceful and more positive. On daily basis, we meet few kind of people or experience few kind of events which totally drains our energy, and rather than taking it all negatively, I would like to channel my energy in a more positive way. Recently, I read in a book that you need to take out even the positive from all the negative things you are experiencing in your life. So, and which I feel that I'm not able to do that. So in order if this was a superpower for me, it would be very easier for me to take out the positive from the negative. So yes, this is a superpower which I would like to have, and this would make the world a better place because it would inculcate a feeling of peace and positiveness in everyone's life. Over to you, Toastmaster Rishi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shilpa. You are, wonderful in that particular Toastmaster, the table topics speech. Timer or general evaluator, do we have time? Because it's,
Actually, Rishi, the speech evaluation will be done on WhatsApp. So we have two more time for two more table topics if you want to go for
no, I'm going with the last table topic with you. That's what I wanted to
with
say.
me. Okay, you can have one
Yes.
more by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
So your question is, Toastmaster Vikram, what are the three things you are grateful for today and why do they matter to you? I'll repeat the question. What are the three things you are grateful for today and why do they matter to you? I'll send the table topic question in the chat also so that you can have a look.
Thank you so much, first of all, Table Topic Master, for giving me this topic, which matters the most at the moment. Being that every day I used to think the first thing that I'm grateful for is my parents, because I always feel that uh, we are, we don't come with learning everything to the world, right? We learn everything from our parents. So I think the first thing that I'm feeling grateful for is the first thing, my parents. And second thing, my family as such, my immediate family, my wife, my kids, my entire family circle. And the third thing is for the person who I am today because of all this, right? So it might look like I have so many things that I should say gratitude for, but these are three things which comes immediately to my mind because I'm a person who likes to be around the family, around the people. So I always consider family to be the first thing which is important for a happy life. If you want to live happily with love, with laughter, joy, and all kinds of things that you want to really enjoy, even if we have a lot of money, if you have a good career, I think with the family only you can enjoy, right? So that's one thing I always feel grateful for. And second thing, of course, the kind of person I have become through all the challenges that I have gone through. As Shilpa rightly said, even if there is a small negative thing, I think what is positive out of it? I think that is something I always feel gratitude for. Wherever I found challenges, as I told you in the beginning of my life, I think I said about the history, right? Like how my dad has to shoulder a lot of responsibilities. Even with that, now if you see, I have become a person who is compassionate about things. I always put people forward and look for small things which we can appreciate from our life. So these are the small these things are because of the journey that I have come through. So I'm thankful for that and really wish everyone to have to consider what is most important for you and give the gratitude for that. It might be anything, but I think the most important emotion or the thing that you can do is feel gratitude, because with that you are going to increase your vibration and also make the other person very happy as well. Over to you, Tim.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. You are both great in your prepared speech as well as the table topic because I know that it was very good because I was able to connect with. Based on your speech, I was able to connect. So, thank you for the opportunity, Sattvic Toastmasters, and back to you, TMOD Toastmaster.
I
Shilpa.
sorry to TTM. I think we can give one opportunity to Aniket also. He's raising his hand. Maybe the last topic.
Okay, 1 second. I don't know. Yeah.
Can I give a topic to you?
Yeah. You can go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Just let me give one topic to Aniket and next topic to you. So the topic for you, Aniket, is if you were to give gratitude to one person in your life, only one person, who would that be and why?
if I were to give gratitude, then I will uh, like uh, give maybe to my mother, and because uh, my mother always supported me and make various phases of my life, uh, and I was like, uh, and she always like encouraged and um,
Aniket, your voice is not clear. If you can
Your
just come
voice is
and check.
breaking.
Yeah,
yeah, so now it is
it's better.
audible.
It's better. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so if I was to give gratitude 1 to 1%, then maybe I will give to my mother because like she always supported me uh, and encouraged me in various phases of my life, and also like she always like so I was able to grow and develop further in my life. So yeah,
Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you so much, Aniket. Now we have one last topic for the toast table topic master. Are you willing to take the topic?
Yeah, maybe I would say you can give me a table topic, an question, but related to movies, if it is okay with you all guys.
Movies, is it? Okay.
Yeah, anything.
All right. So here is a topic for you.
Yeah.
If you were to say gratitude to a movie director, who would
Mm.
that be and for which movie?
Okay, so yeah, I would say that's a good question because I love movies. You have taken me in the correct spot or pinned me in the correct spot. Pinned me in the correct spot. So I would say, as today I'm going to Jananayagan movie, Vijay's movie. I'm a Vijay fan. I'm telling you openly. So the most lovable, I mean, not lovable, I would say the best director for me, it would be H. Vinod. He is the director for Jananayagan, first thing. And second thing is, all the hard work which he has done, as well as Lokesh Kanakaraj for Masters Vijay movie. He has done like a hard work. And there is another movie for the greatest of all time in Vijay. So for that, it is Venkat Prabhu. So these three directors are amazing. But Lokesh Kanagaraj takes Master to the next level because that was his kind of, those kind of, I would say like a retro movie kind of thing because he has done a very good job and he is now into the I don't want to say it politics, but I just want to say that I'm not referring to him as politics because he's the CM now. So I'm just telling that his leadership quality is good and all those things which he is doing right now in Chennai is good. So I would say these three directors are good because I have seen his movies from my I would say 10th standard. So it's like that. So yeah, these three directors are very good for me in terms of Vijay's movie. So thank you, Toastmaster Vikram, about that, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to take me as the table topic master.
Thank you. Thank you so much, TTM, Toastmaster Rishi. I think both of you, Toastmaster Aniket and you, have just timely spoke about the topic. Even I took the topic very timely at the
Mm,
moment.
mm,
And thank you thank you Toastmaster Aniket for talking about your mom. I think every one of us have to give the gratitude to our moms. And similarly, Toastmaster Rishi, I think the most impactful thing is one thing is the entertainment today, right? I think
yeah,
watching the good movie is also very important
yeah,
so
yeah.
that you take back the learnings from that. So with that, let's hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shiv.
Thank you, table topic master, and all the speakers who have participated in this. It was such a splendid session. Now, Before we move to our last section, I will take few minutes, only 2 minutes, for a fun little and very quick activity. It is called the Gratitude Alphabet Challenge. So, in this challenge, I'll give you one alphabet, one letter of the English language, and you have to name 5 things you are grateful for, starting with that letter. Suppose my alphabet is M, so I'll mention 5 things I'm grateful for, starting with that letter M, like music, memories, mountain, my mother, like that. I hope all of you understood the game, right? So, who would like to go first? Okay, Toastmaster Rishi. So,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Rishi, your letter is P.
Okay. First one person, next one, I don't know what to say. The thing is only person for me. And the next one is my pen because it has been, writing still, till the end of my life, still not happening. And I would say, yeah, that's it. I would say these two things and are only grateful for me because, yeah, that's it.
Okay, that was such a creative answer. Next one, next is Haitian. Haitian, are you there?
Uh,
Yeah, so Haitian, your alphabet is N.
Thank you very much. My in in is the nice things you see on daily basis. Nice things means it can be the environmental factors such as birds, the sky, the sun, the moon, as well as trees. In other words, the nature. Over to you.
Okay. So everyone, you have to name 5 things you are grateful. Otherwise, it would be very easy. So okay. So Toastmaster Pratik, I can see you raising your hand. So Toastmaster Pratik, your alphabet is K.
Kindness, kite, flying. Keep things simple. Keep it smart. Keep cool.
Okay. That was really creative. Okay, we have time for one more person. Anyone who would like to
Maybe
volunteer?
you can call Vikram because he's ever ready, like a battery.
Yeah. So Vikram, your alphabet is D.
D for daughter, definitely my daughters, and D for day, the day to day. Such a wonderful day. We are having a nice meeting with Shilpa and the team, which is wonderful. The magic of gratitude, and definitely my distinguished Toastmasters, and all other Toastmasters and guests today.
Okay, so with this, let's begin our next and the last section, which is the ev evaluation section. So I will call Toastmaster Pratik to share his report.
So again, a very good morning to each and every one of you. What a wonderful session it was. It is happening now. And I am the general evaluator of the day who will be evaluating the complete meeting. Before going further, we are having the first is speech evaluator. Currently, Toastmaster DTM Mayuri has shared the report of evaluation to Toastmaster Vikram, but we are having 2 to 3 minutes assigned for that. So I am taking it as 3 minutes, and I would like to call as a round robin evaluation for 3 minutes. So I would like to request 3 speakers who can evaluate on the spot to Toastmaster Vikram one by one. So Who will like to come first? Amazing. Toastmaster Rishi, over to you. Your time starts now.
Thank you for that green button. And I would say that Vikram, you had a very good, amazing speech. But one thing that I noticed that it was very monotonous. The voice was monotonous. There should be like, this is my dad, and then you come down. Then like the high pitch, low pitch. So that is one thing. And the second thing is what my mentors in my club used to say is stand up so that you can see your expressions, your hand gestures, so that like it is very visible to the online audience, because you guys are online, I can say offline. And the third thing is, I would say that you can also have some props, but I don't know if you have anything related to your dad, props, something like that. You could have used props. And yeah, that is what my evaluation is. And back to general evaluator, Toastmaster Pratik. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rishi, for the feedback. Over to next evaluator. Fast. You have to be fast. Time is running. 1 minute is over. In totality, I am going to give 3 minutes. Over to Toastmaster Shilpa. You can say a few words. It is 1 minute 19 seconds in totality. You have to
Shilpa,
complete
the
in
time is
3 minutes.
running out.
See the time. 1 minute 32 seconds. Okay, till the time I will evaluate him. It was a wonderful message in the speech. Very important. There are two things which matters, the content and the delivery. Yes, on the delivery part, I am aligned with Toastmaster Rishi, but the content was amazing. The content was thought provoking. And the message each and every time, if you are finding some person, if you're not able to see that efforts which he is doing, please sit at the end of the day, reflect and try to talk to that person. Or if he is behind you, besides you, just talk to that person. Go today and talk to that person. You are making a great difference in my life. We never know what is going to happen tomorrow. So that is a wonderful message I got from Toastmaster Vikram. I don't know what you have done on the timing part, I will see that, but amazing content. Over to any last speaker. We are having 30 seconds left. Any last evaluator? Just few words, one or two. Toastmaster Ishan, Aniket, Uma ma'am,
Shilpa's like
Shilpa.
it. Maybe you can ask Shilpa to do it.
Shilpa, if you want to say a few words as an evaluation to Toastmaster Vikram.
So I really liked the structure of his speech. There was a proper introduction, body, conclusion to his speech. One a suggestion I would like to give to him is to use hand gestures while explaining something, because it can give more. It can give a boost to your speech. That's it.
Thank you. It is 3 minutes 22 seconds. Our evaluation time is over. Thank you each one of you who have participated in the evaluation session. So this was the first evaluation of the first round. I'm having some role players with me. And the most important role player I always appreciate is timer. Toastmaster Aniket, please give the timer's report.
Yeah. Yeah, so Toastmaster Vikram spoke for 7 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Uma spoke for 2 minutes. Toastmaster Heshan 3 minutes. Toastmaster Pratik spoke for 2 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Mayuri spoke for 1 minute 40 seconds. Shilpa spoke for 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster Vikram spoke for 2 minutes 20 seconds. And Toastmaster Rishi spoke for 1 minute 30 seconds. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Aniket. Now I will come to the overall evaluation along with our counter reports combined together in my evaluation itself. Okay, so the meeting started little late, maybe 5 to 10 minutes late, because we were not getting the role players. But as Toastmasters get the role players sporadically, and we got it. We have finally at the end decided the role players, and that is a good thing. we are managing even at the last moment, but we have to improve on, okay, we can have a backup plan, online backup plan, maybe we can have that. Then it started with our presiding officer. Presiding officer has put a lot of energy, and the way she speaks is amazing. I will, what I said, that I will be evaluating in a sequential manner, including the R counter and the grammarian report. So if I see the sequence, Toastmaster Mayuri comes the first. So I will come to that first. She has used the wonderful word. If you see the way she speaks, brings the clarity in voice. Along with your voice model, she said like this, what a session it was. Maturity is coming out. We have to just understand, inculcate ourselves. Then she has used a wonderful statement. The more you give, the more you receive. Wonderful sedated is. So about the theory, she has handed over the session to the education session, which was Uma Nataraj. The I like is of you, the patience. If you're not able to remember anything, arts and the smile and the abbreviation smile. Different focus and what is the focus. So a few things session was a wonderful. Then coming to the next part, introduction of the Toastmasters of the day, Toastmaster Shilpa. Something happens before the meeting, during the meeting, and after. She was active before the of each and every page. Has given a wonderful session on the magic of gratitude. Not take on gratitude, but she has tried to solve and everyone us by asking types of questions and different types of games. I have learned from you, Toastmaster. And the she has splendid session. World kindness and I speak. Then count blessing is in a controlled way. You're not never getting diverted towards anything. Drains our energy, channelizing our energy. And she has given the abbreviation of magic. So that is, I have taken a screenshot of it. Definitely, maybe we will be able to use it. When you came to the evaluation, like when you came to the table topic, I think you are prepared for Toastmasters of the Day role. But when you came to the table topic, you have used 6 and many a times and. So maybe you can improve on. You have definitely used the word of the day. I have noted. After that Toastmaster session, we got a session of prepared speech. We got the, I think Toastmaster Vikram has given the evaluation. And when Toastmaster Vikram came, he has used some wonderful words. And the statements he has given: shouldering, embodied, foundation of a building, vibrations. I think now the areas which I found that you need to improve is you have used many a times, I think, like, as, so's, as 5 times, so 2 times. So that is the areas which you can work on. Remaining that, other than that, we have given you the evaluation. Then coming to the Toastmaster Mayuri, I have given that Rishi, who has played the role of table topic master. Every topic has given some thought-provoking idea and brought a change in each and every one of us. He has sure that everybody is involved in the meeting. He was very calm and cool in the meeting, and I really liked the way he has conducted the session. Now coming to the areas of improvement, I cannot even count. I have written 1 so many times in front of us that I cannot even count. It should be more than 25 hours, more than 25 hours. shows it is more than around 8. And I mean, you have used 3 or 4 times. Now some good usages like gratitude is a superpower and all. It was wonderful. So I learned a lot from your session. It came to evaluation session. I think evaluator is not available, so maybe we could have planned the evaluation before if we were knowing that evaluator will not be available. Maybe it may be a last minute thing. I'm okay with that. But if evaluator was not available, we could have, preponed the evaluation directly after the speech. But I can understand our evaluator has not joined, which was designated. So we have taken it at the last moment, but at least we have done it. That is a good thing. Now coming to Hishan, about the evaluation of the Hishan, he has a controlled speech. He makes sure always that he is not using ahs and ums. But because of that, he does the long pauses. So that you have to always make a balance. If you are trying not to use but if you are using long pauses, you have to remove the long pauses also. You are having a background disturbance that you need to check. Maybe some rain is happening in the background, or you are in office, I don't know, but there is a continuous disturbance and the background that you need to improve on. You have used some good usages like resonate in your heart, gain your energy, uplifted you, recognizing. All these things were really very good. Coming to Toastmaster Aniket, um, you have to improve on the video background. There is always a light which is coming from the background, due to which the impact you are trying to create is getting little bit low. So that there is a voice disturbance also. Your internet is having low bandwidth that you can work on. Wonderful role you have played even at the last moment, the role of timer. You have structurally given the report in the chat also and given the report orally also. And like very clearly you have given the timer's role. So thanks for that. That's all I think from my side. Overall meeting was happening. People try to involve each and everyone. And now it is 9:01 on the clock. We are almost on time. Over to you, Toastmasters of the Day, Toastmaster Shilpa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratik, for such a detailed report. You have mentioned pros and cons of the meeting so beautifully. I would say that Toastmasters is also a place to be grateful for. We are grateful to all the speakers who give their ideas. We are grateful to all the evaluators who help us improve our speech. We are grateful to the role players who make the meeting run very smoothly, and the guests who spend their valuable time with us. And it's almost time. And with this, I sign off as the Toastmaster of the day and give the stage to our presiding officer. So over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, for that lovely theme and concluding it so well. And yeah, I think today's theme was such a wonderful theme on gratitude, where I think it may, even though it is invisible, I think the moment you gave it gratitude to someone, I think it makes a big shift in your mind, right? Our focus uh, shifts from, how can I say, what this person did to what all this person has done, right? So I think that shift in focus is created by this beautiful uh, act of gratitude. So I think we should choose to give gratitude as much as possible. I think even though even though you don't find anything to thank anyone, thank someone, just sit down and reflect, as Toastmaster Pratik also mentioned. By reflecting, by sitting down and writing down for 5 things what this person helped me. For example, let's talk about a teacher in your school, and maybe teacher was very strict and you don't like him or her. But if you sit down and write, what was it five things because of this teacher I have got, I think you will still be able to find reasons or the change that person has brought in your life, right? So that's what the power of gratitude is. I totally enjoyed the session today, and we had wonderful role players. People played roles wonderfully well. Toastmaster Pratik especially played three roles today. He was a general evaluator. You also were our counter and Remedian, and that shows how passionate you are about our meetings, right? And everybody, for that matter, the table topic master, the Toastmaster of the day, and everyone had a wonderful uh, way of doing your roles. I totally enjoyed each one of your roles, but I want to hear from some of the guests who have gathered here to ask them, like, how did they find this meeting? Anyone, please? Um, let me see who all are there from guests.
Maybe as
Okay,
a
so
visiting
I see.
Toastmaster, can I provide my
Yeah.
experience? Yeah.
Please.
I would say the experience was good because I have seen three roles today. I was like searching where the hell is the hall counter, and then I see, oh, he's here. So I didn't know whether he was the hall counter because I didn't see that. And I was seeing, I am in the guest group. So what happens is I see all those kind of roles, and I see table topics. Let's go into table topics, do some wonders or magic, and come back. That is the thing. And one more thing for the timer, if the timer is available here. I was seeing this sun coming out from his inside his window. Maybe if he could have closed the screen so that it would have been black and the background would have been more brighter, because there is green, yellow, and red. After the sunlight comes in, it is like, it's very, I don't know what to say, it reflects. So
Yeah.
that is the only suggestion from my side. But overall, the meeting was very good, and we have an very good educational speaker, Toastmaster Roma ma'am. Thank you for that. She and I, we are from the same club, but she's an area director. I'm a member. That's the difference. So we are in the same line. So yeah, the meeting was good. I just wanted to join because I used to join here when Pratik was, I don't know, the president. I'm not sure about that. So when Pratik was there in his term, I used to join wherever I was free on Sundays from 7 to 9. I think you know. And there was one education speaker. I think it's Nafis Matthew. I don't know if I'm correct.
Yes.
So during that time, I just joined because Nafis Matthew guided me, and after that, I connected with her, and like I was doing all those things. So
Okay.
yeah, it was a very good session overall, and just take this feedback, and then from next time, please don't do it because I
Yeah.
explained to you so that it doesn't happen for the online members.
Sure.
So thank you,
Thank you
and
so
back to
much,
you.
Rishi. That was really an amazing comment that you have given. And I want to read one thing which our guest Hishan has sent. If it is difficult to get attendees to your meetings, I would like to suggest to have a role player called talent master or fun master or entertainer. For the ones who are having talents for singing, instrumental music, dancing, or stand up comedies, his club, which is AATSL Engineering Emerging Toastmasters, is having a role called entertainer for some meeting. So this suggestion has come today from one of our guests, Ishan. So thank you so much, Ishan, for giving that suggestion. But would you like to add a few words, Toastmaster Hisham? How was the meeting today?
It was really a mind calming and resonating experience which calmed down my stress and gave me an opportunity to focus on my personal development. Over to you.
Thank you. And I'm going to ask you one thing again. Who, according to you, is the best role player today? Whom do you
Best
think, in
role,
your words, maybe you can say one person, only one person, out of all the role players, whom do you think played their role best
Toastmaster Pratik.
as a general evaluator? Okay, congratulations, Toastmaster Pratik. Similarly, can I have from Toastmaster Pratik, whom do you think was the best role player today?
Yeah. So there is a if there is a poll from my side, I have selected two people. One is Toastmasters of the day and one is Table Topic Master. I learned a lot and my life is going to change a lot in a positive direction because of these two people. People who are asking questions. And when we are thinking on it, it's very important. People will ask questions. They both have asked questions. But if you just think and reflect on that, you can be a changed personality. If you're not thinking and reflecting and just trying to answer, it's not going to happen. So thanks, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shilpa and Toastmaster Rishi, for asking wonderful questions which will change our lives. Thank you. Over to
Thank you
Toastmaster
so
Vikram.
much. And anyone else? I think we had the wonderful Toastmaster of the day today with such a wonderful theme. If you ask me, the best role player is Toastmaster Shilpa, in my view, because the way she conducted the theme and the different sessions whenever she was on the screen, very confident, and then she knows what she was talking. I felt like we had a great Toastmaster of the day today with a great theme. Because of that, we were able to express our gratitude to so many of our people around. So that is so important. So I felt she is, according to me, is a great role player. But anyone else wants to share whom you felt, according to you, is a good role player? Anyone else? Yes,
Yeah, I
Toastmaster
would.
Rishi.
Toastmaster Shilpa did a good job because when I saw the theme, I was like, yeah, let's go into the meeting and do some wonders and comebacks. I think Toastmaster Shilpa, the TMOD for today's meeting was very good, and she also had planned many much exciting games. Even though like yeah, so even though we had these kind of games, and thank you, Shilpa. It was very exciting, and you made me the first. I would say, player in your game. So I request everyone. I mean, it's a just a request from my side. We can have an like a joint meeting with you all guys on Saturdays or Sundays whenever you're free. I will plan. I'll talk with my let you know so that we can have an like a session. But I don't think. But we'll discuss and let you know, Pratik. So I'll message you when to have it, and we will have a great fun there.
Sure, sure, Toastmaster Rishi. Thank you so much for that. And
Mm.
last but not the least, I want to express some sincere gratitude to our educator, Toastmaster Uma Nataraj, for such an enlightening session on Evaluate to Elevate. I was thinking, right? Evaluation is it's like we have to give the feedback to the speaker initially, but there is a lot of ways in which you can make the evaluation resonate with that speaker and make better his speech, right? So I learned a lot of techniques. I think this is one of the enlightening session I have had, and it is going to help me also in the way that I evaluate any speeches going forward. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Oma, for that wonderful education session today. To our guests, I think I have to also thank our guests or the visiting Toastmasters who are coming every week to our club, because we are running the show because of our guests also in one way or the other. Because Toastmaster Shilpa, Toastmaster Rishi, Toastmaster Hishan, all of you have Toastmaster Uma Nadraj for that matter, or many of the guests who have joined in the past, they have really made our time valuable, right? By spending their 2 hours with us, by sharing their experiences, or it might be sharing some stories, or the way they communicate, they actually create a lasting impact every week. So I want to thank all our guests who are joining, and I please join us every time whenever you are whenever it is possible. My sincere gratitude to all our guests and the visiting Toastmasters, whoever join and take up roles every week. And I think, to conclude the session, I think gratitude is a gift that costs nothing but enriches everything in our life, right? I hope all of you agree with this point. Be, show gratitude to as much as possible in your life, and it is going to make you much better than who you are today. So, with that, let me conclude our presiding officer section today, but we're not going to have any polls. But definitely, I'm going to send out the certificates for whomever you called out as the best role players. So, and we also have like Toastmaster Hishan, who has actually done a great speech, table topic speech, and I would like to give the best table topic speaker as Toastmaster Ishan as well. So with that, let me conclude our presiding officer session, and then I'll hand over back to the Sergeant at Arms.
Who is the Sergeant of Arms, if I'm correct?
Sergeant at Arms, you're there? Toastmaster Aniket, would you like to conclude the
Yeah,
session?
yeah. Thank you for everyone attending the meeting. So I hope that everyone enjoyed the meeting and found the meeting to be good learning experience. So with this, I conclude the meeting.